Welcome back. One of the world's greatest scientists changed our understanding of the universe.
And this year, PETA will tell his story again.
And to tell us more about PETA Classic, Ang Buhay ni Galileo, we have with us this morning renowned director Rody Vera and one of the play's actors, young Noel Comia Jr. Good morning and welcome to New Day on CNN Philippines.
Good morning.
Direct Rody.
Good morning.
Hi, Noel.
Good morning.
So young, 14 years of age.
Good morning.
Well, this veterano na siya. Veterano na yan.
You've been in many productions, and you know, well, Ang Buhay ni Galileo, it's kind of a PETA classic, right? I think it was first staged in 1981, and then you guys ran it for a couple of days last year, but it's coming back to the stage now. Tell us about the story for those who are not so familiar with it.
Okay. Well, the story of Galileo is nakafocus siya sa discovery niya that before that time the Catholic Church believed that the Earth was the center of the universe.
Right.
And because of the development of the telescope, na-discover ni Galileo na hindi center ng universe ang Earth, and that the Earth was actually revolving around the sun instead of the other way around. And that was a radical new idea which will change a whole consciousness, not only in science but also in social relations.
Right, and it got him into trouble with the church, right?
It got him into trouble with the church. He actually was forced to recant all his discoveries, and was towards the end was under house arrest till the day he died. Yeah.
Is it stick to script, or were you able to change and add a little bit as this play kept, you know, being restaged over and over again?
Well, not really. We had to stick to well, first because it's a script that was written by Bertolt Brecht, who's one of the greatest dramatists during his time. No? Right after the war, he wrote this play during the Second World War. And sobra siyang na-devastate, no? Dahil sa nagawa ng atomic bomb. And dun niya na-realize that science can be used for developing people's lives, or it can be used to destroy people's lives. And I think that's the central idea of this whole play, which is very, very important nowadays.
Speaking of nowadays, why is it kumbaga relevant? How is it relevant nowadays, especially in the day and age of social media, and why bring it back just now? Last nga it was staged, like what Ria mentioned, was back in 1981 pa.
Right. Naano nga kami, kasi I think one, because this is one of the best plays in the whole of PETA's history. No? Pumili kami for our 50th year kung ano yung pinakamaganda, and we felt that this was one of the most important plays that PETA has produced. Number two, because it talks about how truth is used. No, there's one particular line that I would like to mention in the whole play when Galileo said that truth can only shine in time, and it cannot be imposed. No, no authority you cannot impose truth by authority. No, kasi nagbabago yung pagtingin natin, nagbabago yung pag-unawa natin, no, yung understanding natin sa world. And he was at that particular moment. No, he discovered something that will really break all the preconceived notions, no, etc.
And Noel, what's your experience like in the play? Your role and.
Because my director po and my co-actors are almost all of them are veterans, and they're really good actors. It's kind of really intimidating for me to perform because it always it always makes me give all my best, because natatakot po ako magkamali.
And what's interesting here is Joel Lamangan plays the lead role.
Yes.
A director being directed by another director. Did you have a hard time?
And it's the Joel Lamangan reprising his role as Galileo Galileo. Yeah.
So what was that like? Was it hard?
It was no. Joel and I are really good friends. Plus, because he's actually reprising this role. He played this role way back in 1981 when he was about 30 years old. I'm not gonna review his age. Anyway, he was young. Pero ngayon now, it actually mas appropriate sa kanya yung role. Kasi 20 years yung buong time setting ng play, and Galileo aged at the end of the play is about 60 plus.
Okay. What's your role again, Noel?
I am young Andrea po.
Young Andrea, okay. And kamusta yung role mo? Okay naman?
Okay naman po. I'm, well, not only young Andrea, but before all the scenes start,
Yeah.
I kind of introduce the scene that's about to be watched.
Okay.
So why don't you introduce and invite everybody
Yes.
to come and watch when and where and how long will this be staged
Ang
this time?
Buhay ni Galileo.
Ayun.
Yeah, Ang Buhay ni Galileo ay ipapalabas sa PETA Theater Center at 5 Amar Drive, Quezon City. It will run from September 28 up to October 7.
Sino naman?
Maiksi. Mga 14 shows though. We have 2 shows a day, Fridays, Saturdays to Sundays, at 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. There's an evening show on October 6, which is 8 p.m. So hopefully,
And this is something I think even our kids, I think I'd like my kids to actually
Yes.
They would appreciate
know
it.
the story of Galileo
Yeah.
told by...
and also that's the reason why we're doing it at 10 a.m. and 3
To
p.m. To accommodate the students.
It's the students and the whole family. Thank you again for being here, Dereka. And thank you, Noel, also.
Thank you,
you. Have a great time at the
I'm
play.
sure we're going to see Derek and Noel once again. We always have them here on the show.
Director Rody Vera and one of the play's actors, Noel Comia Jr. Thank you for being on the show.